Welcome back to Pace Immigration, paceimmigration.com, talking once again with Andy Semichuk, immigration lawyer. Andy, kind of a touchy one today that we're going to talk about. Ripped from the headlines, we were reading about how many French citizens are leaving the country after what's been going on. Or this has been going on for, I guess, a couple of years now, really, but it's coming to the fore now in the papers. Some headed for Israel, some headed for elsewhere. We were talking about what options do people have if they're in a place that they don't want to be and they want to get out.
Right. Well, I watched an interview on television, and there was a debate there where some of the people were saying, well, we shouldn't leave. We shouldn't, sort of surrender to the terrorism, etc. And I respect that point of view. Some people, on the other hand, are looking for options. The Jewish community in particular has been flowing out to Israel primarily. Right. But Israel may not be an answer for everyone. For those people who are looking for other options, we represent two options that could be considered, the U.S. and Canada. Now, there are a variety of programs that we could offer people who might be interested in immigrating to this side of the Atlantic. The one that comes to mind, and to me is probably the quickest if someone is in a big hurry to get out, would be an intercorporate transferee visa for those people who have businesses in France and who want to get over to North America as quickly as possible.
Okay, the intercorporate transferee, of course, that depends on that the job that you have in France carries the same job or company over on this side of the Atlantic so that you can transfer. Is that right?
No, it can be either an established company in the United States or Canada that they're being transferred to, or it can be a new startup entity that they create and then transfer the person to in the United States or Canada. Essentially, what it requires is that you've been working for a company in France for at least 1 year out of the last 3 years. The company has to be solid, that is to say, not just some incorporated shell, but has employees and has been working, filing tax returns, etc.
Okay. And
that company can send you overseas, either to Canada or the United States, and the rules are exactly the same in both countries in this, to manage or be an executive in, or to have some sort of specialized knowledge such as computer or whatever knowledge, to run the company in Canada or in the United States.
All right.
So that would be one quick way. You could probably get a work visa to come overseas within a matter of 6 weeks, maybe 2 months.
All right.
And you and your family could be in the United States or Canada in that period of time. And the essence of it would be you'd be starting up a new business in North America and running it.
Now, what happens if that option isn't available to someone they don't have that particular occupation or that particular set of skills or something like that?
Okay, so other possibilities for people who are looking to come to North America would be in the United States, the EB-5 investor program, which involves investing $500,000 for a period of 5 years,
right?
Probably with low interest, but at the end of the 5 years, the money is repaid back to you.
Okay.
Or in Canada, investing $800,000 through the Quebec investor program for a period of 5 years, and again, the money is paid back to you at the end of 5 years. That one is government guaranteed by the government of Quebec.
Right.
So
I can throw up some links too. We have some other videos. I'll throw up a link. People can click and they can learn more about those programs. So what you're basically saying is the top three that come to mind for you are the intercorporate transferee,
right?
The EB-5 in the USA,
right?
And the Quebec investor program in Quebec, Canada.
One other one.
Okay.
In the United States and also in Canada, there's a so-called E2 visa, which is another way of getting your family out of France or wherever you may be to the United States, if you're prepared to start up a new business in the United States.
Okay.
And a similar program exists in Canada if you're interested in starting up a new business in Canada. In both instances, like in the intercorporate transferee example we spoke about earlier, the person can come very quickly within a matter of 6 weeks, maybe 2 months or whatever, starting up a new business, whether it's in the United States or Canada.
And that's the E2, and it's Section 205 in Canada?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Andy, thanks a lot for talking about this subject. Anyone that's interested in learning more, click on the videos that I'll put some links up on the screen, but also contact Andy at asemichuk@pacelawfirm.com, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.